ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो
Namaskaram. Today I am going to chant Canto 77, Jarasanda's Invasion. Sairandryastadanu chiram smaraturaya yato abhuhu sulalitamuddhavena sardama avasantvadu pagamotsavam sadaiva ध्यायन्त्याः प्रतिदिनवाससज्जिकायाः. One day, accompanied by Uddhava, thou did go to the festooned and decorated home of Sairandiri, a maid who loved lawn and ever absorbed in thoughts of thee, had all these days been keeping herself ever in readiness, well adorned and well dressed for the festivity of thy arrival and reception at her house. Upagate त्वयि पूर्णमनोरथां प्रमदसम्भ्रमकं प्रभयोरुद्धराम विविधमाननमाददतीं मुदारहसि तां रमयाञ्च कृशे सुखम्. Thou didst sport with her who delighted with fulfillment of her long-cherished desire, moved about with excitement, and received thee with honors and offerings of various kinds. पृष्टावरं पुनरसावप्रणोद्वराकी भूयस्तवयाप्सुरतमेव निशान्तरेषु सायुज्यमस्तिवति वदेतबुध एव कामं सामीप्यं स्तवनिशमित्यपि नाब्रवीत किम. When afterwards thou did ask her to seek any boon of her choice, the stupid woman prayed that she might spend more nights with thee. Perhaps it is only an awakened soul that will pray for Sayuja, liberation by dissolution in thee. But then why did she not pray at least for Samipya, the privilege of abiding ever near thee? It was surely due to the Lord's will. ततो भवानदेव निशासुकासुचिन् मृगीदृशं तां निवृत्तं विनोदयन अदादुपश्लोक इति श्रुतं सुतं स नारदात सात्वतन्त्रविदभवौ. O Lord, subsequently thou didst spend some nights with her, conferring on her the greatest delight, and also did beget on her a son named Upasaloka, who became the exponent of Satvata Samhita, Vaishnava scripture known also as the Pancharatra, which he learnt from the sage Narada. The choice of the particular boon by Sairandri was guided by the Lord's will for this purpose of revealing Satvata Samhita. अक्रूरमन्दिरमितो अथ बलोद्वैपाभ्या भ्यर्चितो बहुनुतो मुदितेन तेन एनं विसृज्य विपिनागतपाण्डवेय वृतं विवेदित तथा धृतराष्ट्रचेष्टाम्. Afterwards thou with Balarama did visit the house of Akrura, who received thee joyfully with worship and hymns. Then sending him out on a mission to the capital of the Kurus, thou did gather all informations about the Pandavas since their return from the forest, and about the doings of Dhritarashtra under the influence of his evil-minded sons. विधाता जामातुः परमसुहृदो भोजनत्वते जरासन्धे रुन्दत्यनवधीरुषान्देयत मथुराम रथादैर्द्यो लब्धैः कतिपयफलस्तवम् बलयुतस्त्रयोविंशत्यक्षौहिणी tadupanitam samahृताः. King Jarasandha, who was both the father-in-law and close friend of Kamsa, blind with terrible rage over the slaughter of the latter, came with a huge army and besieged the city of Mathura. Thou did have only a small army. It was supplemented by chariots and other equipment sent from heaven, and with these thou, along with Balarama, did destroy that huge army of Jarasandha, consisting of 23 Akshaunis of troops. An Akshani is said to consist of 21,870 elephants, an equal number of chariots, 65,610 cavalry, and 1,09,350 infantry. बद्धं बलादत बलेन बलोतरं त्वं भूयो बलोद्यमरसेन मुमोचितैनं निःशेषदिग्गजय समाहृत विश्वसैन्यात् को अन्यस्ततो हि बलपौरुषवां सदानीम्. Jarasandha of great prowess was captured and bound up by Balarama, but was released by thee as thou were interested for the fulfillment of the purpose of the incarnation, namely the destruction of evil forces, to see him come back for fresh attack with newly mobilized armies, for there was none then more powerful than Jarasandha, as he had conquered all the kings of the time and commanded their armies. Bhagnah salagna hridayo api nripaiः pranumno yuddham tvaya vyadita shoshtasha krutva evam akshauhinihi shiva shivasya jaganta vishno Sambhuya Saikanavati Trishatam Tadanim. Though crushed and humiliated by defeat in battle, he attacked thee in his way 16 times, egged on by his satellite kings. And O Vishnu, it is astonishing to think that altogether in all these campaigns thou did destroy 391 Akshaunis of his troops, about 4¼ crores of men, and 3½ crores of animals like elephants and horses, besides 22,000 chariots. Ashtadashesasya samare samupeyushi tvam drishtva purovata yavanam yavanatrikotaya tvashtra vidapya puramashu payodhi madhye Tatra atayoga balatah swajjanananaishi. When the 18th attack, led by a Yavana chief with an army of 3 crores of Yavanas, was imminent, thou had a new city built by Vishwakarma in an island in the sea, and did transfer all thy people to it by thy superhuman powers. Padbayam tvam padmamali chakita iva pura nirgato davamano leche shenanuyato vada sukruta vihinena shailena leshihi suptenandraya hatena drutamatamuchukundena basmikrite asmin bhupayasmai gruhante sullalita-vapushatastishe Bhaktivaje. Thou, adorned with a lotus wreath, did come out of the city on foot and simulate flight. When the helpless Yavana leader, who was not destined to die at thy hand, came in hot pursuit, thou didst disappear up a hill, wherein a cave King Muchukunda was lying asleep. Mistaking the king for thee, the Yavana kicked at him, only to be reduced to ashes by the angry look of the awakened king, At this juncture, thou did manifest thy charming form before the devout king. ऐक्ष्वाको अहं विरक्तो अस्म्य खिलुन्नृपस्सुखे त्वत्प्रसादैककाङ्क्षीं हा देवेति सुवन्तं वरविततिशूतं निःस्पृहं वीक्ष्य हृष्यन मुक्ते स्तुल्याञ्च भक्तिं दुत सकलमलं मोक्षमप्याशु दत्त्वा कार्यं हिंसा विशुद्ध्यै तपैति च तदा प्रार्थ लोकप्रतीत्यै. I am at the royal dynasty of Ikshvakus, O Lord. Having renounced all the pleasures of royal life, I am now desirous of only one thing, and that is thy grace. Gladdened to see that the king who praised thee thus was devoid of desire for any boon, thou didst confer on him bhakti, that is devotion, which is equal to mukti, that is liberation itself, and direct him as an example to the world to perform austerities in expiation of whatever demerit he had for inflicting pain on living beings in the discharge of kingly duties. He was to obtain mukti itself in the next birth. तदनु मथुरां गत्वा हत्वा च मुं यवनाहृतां मगधपतीना मार्गे सैन्ये पुरेव निवारितः चरमविजयं दर्पायास्मै प्रदाय पलायितो जलधिनगरीं यातो वातालयेश्वर पाहि माम्. Afterwards returning to Mathura, thou didst destroy the army that the Yavana had brought with him. And then, while on thy way back to thy new island home at Dwaraka, thou wert checked again by Jarasandha of Magadha. In this, the 18th battle, in order to inflate his pride and egotism, thou did make a show of yielding the final victory to him by flying away to thy new island home before his attack. May thou, the Lord of Guruvayur, who did accomplish all this, be pleased to save me. So the Canto 77 is completed. I'll be back with the next canto in the coming week. Till then, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat.